The pictures are remarkable. Many decades of whales lie twisted on an idyllic bathing beach in a remotely portion of New Zealand. The team were found by a goer on Stewart Isle over the 1 week. And fair a few days after, a future 51 airman whales dead following proper twisted on a bathing beach on the Chatham Islands. Time rorqual strandings are not unusual, they normally engage fair a solitary pet quite rather than an entire team. The latter turmoil of massive strandings has driven a renovated attention on the mystery, an uncommon event. So why does it occur? Time the accurate reasons stay not clear, experts say various factors could act a portion. Rather frequently animals how rotate up on a bathing beach are received depleted, they're depleted or they refuge tea corroded since they're bad, says Dr. Simon Ingram, a prof of sea preservation at the College of Plymouth. They can be in the definitive stages of creature ill or die at sea and end up receive cleaned up on a bathing beach, he adds. But Dr. Ingram says how disease or trauma mostly acting a portion while a solitary pet is found twisted. This anxiety is how in an enormous quantity of animals it's rather potential how several of them are departure to be ill in any case, he explains. It's as well real how down there include been cases wherever groups of wholesome whales include ended up received twisted. So which could be over these cases? Several experts say how specific aspects of the shoreline or seabed can disorient whales, particularly if they wander external of their normal areal. Several places love the tip of New Zealand are hotspots for stranding, says Dr. Ingram. Occasionally these is due to geographical features of the shoreline. If down there's a characteristic love a peninsula or cape, later animals how should be in more profound water may abruptly discover themselves in a disconcerting, superficial, gulf. Superficial water supply can present a hazard to airman whales in special since of the way in that they swim and talk. These animals fodder and nourish substantially by echolocation, says Dr. Andrew Brownlow, a veterinarian coroner who has taken position mortems on twisted airman whales in Scotland. So they use audio to swim and talk and discover their extraction. With echolocation in areas in really superficial, muddy mud is hard to go via a wood on a misty date, he explains, it's really difficult to get your bearings and see obviously. The conjunction of superficial water and embarrassed, muddled, echolocation is a severe risk and may conduct to massive strandings. They end up upcoming in superficial areas and get twisted by the departing tidal, so the nature put of the land is a actual hazard element for these animals, Dr. Brownlow says. But if a solitary rorqual gets injured or lose, why do they end up stranded in such a big numbers? Experts say the reply put in their flock-like behavior. It's a issue you get in these really public animals how tend to, for reasons we include never been precise on, end up next each a patient lead on the bathing beach or end up receive lose as a team, Dr. Brownlow says. The special kind seems to be really inclined to how flock behavior. It will how if one airman rorqual encounters a issue later it can include an effect on the whole team. Dr. Brownlow points to one instance in 2015 while about 30 whales became twisted on the island of Skye, off Scotland's western shore. We believe how was since one of the females was possessing anxiety giver childbirth and was in a lot stress, he explains. She came in superficial water, and all some members of the team accompanied her on the bathing beach. Else probable reason of strandings, several experts propose, is heating pad water supply temperature. We've had an extraordinary 1 week, that we refuge tea got to the lower of, and it's equitable to say it's been an completely extraordinary year, Dr. Karen Stockin, a sea species of mammal scholar relying at New Zealand's Massey College, said AFP news story agent following the newest massive stranding. I suspicion a lot of how has been managed by the heating pad sea shallow temperature how we're vision at the time. She explainable, how's potential touching wherever the extraction is driving and as a impact we're vision extraction driving and rorqual kind next. New Zealand's summer begins on Saturday and Dr. Stockin alerted how down there could be more than beachings to go. We're fair departure in stranding time of year currently, the is just the start of it and we're really careful of the reality how the really lively begin, she told Time. Dr. Stockin says how world heating may be game separately in the growing sea temperature. Largest experts say how it's essential not to leap to conclusions on the part of humans in these cases. Airman whales include perhaps been stranding in New Zealand with up human beings lived down there, Dr. Ingram says. It's perhaps not whatever to do in which humans include made. It's a really dynamical ecological system how these animals are in, so I would be really careful in manufacturing any connect among these examples and environment changing.